with the events in Duxbury. So if you guys are not from the Boston area, I still think this is national news. So I'm sure that you've heard about it. But the top line headline is that a couple weeks ago, there was a mother in the South Shore here in Massachusetts who is now accused of murdering her 3 children, which is, of course, extremely upsetting. It's saddening. But the added layer to this story is that she was suffering from severe postpartum psychosis. And this is not something that was within her normal character. She was a registered nurse at Mass General. And she had been going through something that no matter how much help she had tried to seek, no matter, what support she had, no one could really fully understand. And it's very scary being personally my age with a bunch of my friends, family members, colleagues, all getting pregnant and having this realization that this could happen to anyone. And where is the education and where is the awareness surrounding what, postpartum depression or psychosis looks like? And why are we not having more resources and tools to help spread awareness for maternal mental health? And I've been having a lot of conversations about this at home with my friends and my family. And it's like I said, touched me personally. And so I had a friend of mine show me that you guys were doing a collection and collaboration with TheBlueDotProject. And I would love for you to be able to tell them about who the Blue Dot Project is, how you heard about them, and how you got connected.
Great. You did a great job summarizing everything. So thank you. What happened similar to you is when everything took over in the news, it became more than a South Shore story. And then there were a few examples that happened, unfortunately, in other parts of the country around the same time. And suddenly I felt like my social media feeds were filled with women for the first time ever sharing these stories that they had never shared even with their closest friends before. And it was just flooded with people talking about things. And I had one nurse friend posted some statistics that really hit home for me. And all of a sudden, I reached out to her and just said, can you teach me more? Can you talk to me? And so she just started talking to me about so many instances that were happening and how little resources and support these women had, especially from different races or different socioeconomic classes. And I couldn't believe the statistics. I was just blown away. And personally, I felt like I needed to do something as a female leader because women on my team and women around me, they see me similar to what I was saying about the Gemini thing, that they see me with this tough exterior and they come back to work, or they see anybody and they just feel like maybe they might talk about their bodies and you would make physical adaptations at work to accompany them, or they might talk about a baby not sleeping, but nobody's going to ever admit that they have the baby blues, or, what is that, or that they're not quite ready to come back. And so where I felt like I could take a difference is we need to make change and we need to be there. This is the most important time in their lives. And these are our friends, our team members, our sisters. They're everywhere and they're going through this every day, and we're not recognizing how much they needed us. So I really spent an entire weekend talking and learning and educating myself about this. And in some ways I felt so uneducated, realizing this was such a huge problem that we have around us. And I decided I needed to do something. So I was brainstorming, and my original goal was just to create a beautiful sign that I could raise money for. And then I found one sign on I created my own inspiration board for myself. And it literally said, postpartum depression is okay. You can talk to me about postpartum depression. And that one really hit home with me because I'm like, well, I want a sign like that, but that seems a little potentially odd for people just to have in their offices anywhere. So I started really looking into it. And then suddenly I came across the Blue Dot Project, and I had no idea that the Blue Dot was launched. And that means it's okay to talk to me. It was a subtle way of saying that. And really the Blue Dot is something they're trying to do, like the pink ribbon, but none of us know the Blue Dot. So I felt like it was a much more beautiful way than my sign that I had anticipated in my head. The next thing I needed to do was get in touch with them and say, if I'm going to pour my energy into this and I have this passion for this, are you guys ready for this? Are you a legit organization? And I wanted to reach out to them and make sure that I was doing everything the right way, because I needed to hear from the nurses. I needed to know enough about the charity. I wanted to make sure I know how to make the signs and market the signs, but I needed to make sure everything else was real. And that's when we really started to partner up with them and use some of their art. They were so excited, and they were looking to me to really be the voice to propel them and get them the recognition that they needed. So we needed to create some designs. So I went from one sign idea in my head to suddenly we launched a line of products for people that really hit a variety of different places that people are looking for. We were able to offer... We have some signs that say stronger together, which a lot of people love that saying, and it is so true. We also have a lot of signs that say moms matter. A lot of nurses and moms are really attracted to that. But then even more important, we made a floral design with blue dots in it. So a lot of people just want a beautiful sign and they want to feel like they're giving back. So we've also made that. We continued similar to our signs of hope, and we have created twine signs that we hang on the front. People can hang on the front of their door. But we also created some blocks because I felt like this is a spot that people would want to put in their offices so that people around them could have it. And then we even created keychains because I feel like women have their keys and they're hanging off of their purses or their baby bags and things like that. So we launched a full line, and it really took off instantly, and people wanted to do more. They wanted to be a part of it. And even businesses were reaching out and saying, I need to help, or how can I become involved? The stories and the outpouring of love have just been truly amazing.
It's incredible. I'm so impressed with the way that you did not even hesitate. You heard about this. You said, okay, I'm going to do my research. I'm going to ask around. I'm going to get guidance and counsel from other people and see what their feelings, thoughts, opinions are on this. And you really just took matters into your own hand without even blinking. So huge kudos to you for that. On just as a woman, as someone who has some sort of minuscule little platform, as a sister, as a daughter, as a friend of anyone who may have been affected by this, like it means so much. So thank you for that. I know most of you are going to be listening, but if you are watching any of this on YouTube, Melanie actually has some of the signs displayed here in the studio of all the different design concepts. She has some of the hanging signs, the wooden signs, the keychains as well. The one that Melanie is holding at the moment is the Blue Dot floral heart sign. That is the one. I actually bought it for myself, but I already gifted it to somebody else, so I need to buy myself another one. But it's funny that you're saying, it's nice to have the variety, because I do think Stronger Together, that has just been something that's so integral, I think, with Boston as a whole for years now, since, the marathon. It's a nice, powerful saying. So that's a great one for anybody. For me, I gravitated towards the Blue Dot floral heart because it's one of those topics where I'm not a mother. I haven't been through this. So like you said, sometimes being overtly about it, is that too much? Does that feel like I'm coming on too strong? It's sort of my silent way of just saying, I'm a shoulder. I'm here. If you need me, I'm open to talking about it. I'm aware about it. So it's that nice way to just put it out there gently. And then moms matter. I mean, I can't, I'm not a mother again, so I don't know, but you make this decision to have the child, right? And then if you're feeling any sort of way that doesn't feel like you're quote unquote supposed to, I think immediately a lot of mothers have this guilt associated with it. Like, I shouldn't be complaining, I need to put the child first. I'll worry about me later. Or why is this happening to me? There's probably a million different things that they're thinking, and not really able to, or feeling like they should prioritize themselves because they feel like the child has to come first. And so it's really special for them to be able to acknowledge it's okay to care for my child and myself simultaneously. And we don't have to always put ourselves on the back burner, because I think what we've really learned from this is that the sooner we can seek help, we can get on top of it, the better, right? So I love that you have all these different items that can appeal to whomever and however their comfort zone is. And then they can buy everything on your website, correct? Which is just rusticmarlin.com.
Correct.
You can check out some of the designs on Instagram too, which is also Rustic Marlin. And then the thing that I want to make sure we're very clear about is that they are giving 100% of the proceeds to the Blue Dot Project. So this is something that Melanie and her husband have. It's so selfless and something that they really want to do. It just shows your dedication, your passion to this, and just how kind and gracious you are. All of this is going to Blue Dot so that the proceeds can help to continue to raise awareness for maternal mental health.